What's going on, guys? Matt Schaeffer back here with another OEM stealth radar and laser integrated job for you. This one in a brand new Tesla Model X. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now with this specific system, we utilize the Escort Redline 360C system. So it's the CI 360C. So in the front we have 3 shifters, 2 receivers, 1 transmit, and in the rear we have 1 transmit, 1 receive. So in order to make it stealth and hidden, we make this really cool center grill insert. So if you're looking at it, it really looks like it's a factory part, looks like it's supposed to be there. However, there is design around it, obviously the Tesla T, but we integrated some IR acrylic lenses inside this, which was a pocket before. So when you generally look at the front end of this grill, there is a pocket that generally resides here. So we just went ahead and designed all this stuff in CAD, and we also 3D printed the whole pod structure behind this opening. So I can kind of overlay a picture here of what that physically looks like, so you can kind of see the layers behind this. But yeah, we have 3 shifters. So essentially we have a receive here, a transmit right here, and then another receive right here. We do have a spot that we could do a 4 shifter in the future if we wanted to expand the system. However, the Redline system only comes with 5 sensors. So with that being said, like I said, you have this cool IR acrylic grill that everything can transmit directly through this plastic. It's essentially the same plastic they have on the housing of the sensor, so light can emit through and receive through this lens. Down here we have the radar for the Escort system, so the front radar receiver is right here behind the bumper. Front completely stealth, you'd have no idea that anything is on this car. And same thing goes for the rear. Completely stealth, you would have no idea anything is installed in the rear of this car. So again, if this is a place where it is illegal, you can obviously get away with it because there is nothing to physically see on the car itself. In the rear, we essentially made this license plate frame, and it houses 2 shifters, 1 receive, 1 transmit. This is a magnetic plate frame, so essentially looking at it, you see Model X, all that. This whole plate frame is IR acrylic, so the shifters are there at the top. If I peel this back, that would be the base plate frame, so your plate would be mounted here within these holes, right? This uses the factory mounts to the rear of the Tesla, so we didn't drill any new holes. And then of course you have shifter 1, shifter 2, 1's transmit, 1 is receive. Again, that all shoots through this IR acrylic panel, and again completely magnetic, so this thing will suck up into place. And it uses, I want to say it's like 10 8-pound magnets. So I mean, that's a lot of pull force there. That thing is not going to blow off in the wind. Now the rear radar is right here, so the tow hook is here. It's like mounted right up here behind the bumper in a nice little void that's back there. So again, the radar receiver can transmit through the plastic. However, the only way you can transmit the laser shifters is going to be through IR acrylic. All right, so looking at the inside of the car, it's actually really cool how we were able to integrate the controller and the display. Obviously, you're looking in the car, everything is OEM. So this can retract back, this can retract forward, and this is generally how you're going to drive around. And then you can kind of see that pod that we created there in the back of this pocket, right? So you can still use the pocket, still very much functional. But if I were to pull this back here, it's a little magnetic cover, right? It's all 3D printed, designed in 3D CAD. And the cool thing about this is I actually made a back plate with magnets, so that thing can suck right there to this edge to hold it when you're utilizing the shifters. So if I'm looking right there, I have a easy view at the display, at the controller. So as I'm driving, again, that's my view of it. It's pivoted right up towards me, fills the gap perfectly in here, and again, easily concealable. So looking right there, I can just pull this up. Again, deattaches with the magnets. flip this around, and it will literally just suck into place. So that's how easily concealable that system is. Now let's check the performance of how the system operated against Dragon-i and Pro Laser. All right, so this is going to be our first pass with Dragon-i. We have it on unlimited jamming. It's coming down there, and we're hoping we can jam to the gun. Here, it's trying to get a lock. Trying to get a lock. And that jammed completely to the gun on that first pass. Dragon-i from the front. This is going to be pass 1, Dragon-i from the rear. Again, only 2 sensors in the rear, so let's see how the rear holds up. Still trying to get it. Still trying to get it. Jam to the gun, right? So that is as good as a test you could ask for with the Escort. It's going to be pass 1, Pro Laser in the front. Obviously, we already jammed to the gun with the Dragon-i, so we know it'll jam this. I'm trying to hit the headlights, the upper pillar. Absolutely nothing. This is going to be Pro Laser 3 from the rear. Absolutely nothing. So this is going to be shifting for 4 seconds, which is how you're going to drive around. It's going to be Pro Laser from the rear is going to be our first pass. So 4 seconds, I got a hit, 500 feet, going 54 miles an hour. So again, the whole idea behind the 4 seconds is I do end up getting a reading. So it's not like it's just jammed to the gun. So that gives the driver enough time to slow down to the speed limit and for me to get a reading. It's going to be Pro Laser 3 from the front in 4-second shifting mode. Again, the idea behind this is it gives the driver enough time to slow down. 3. So right there. So right there I got a speed of 55 miles an hour at 1,200 feet. So as you can see, the car's still plenty far away to slow down to the cop. So generally it'll take a few seconds to get a reading, right? And in this case, I'm the cop. I see that car going the speed limit, even though he got the alert right away, giving him 4 seconds to slow down and do the speed limit. That is how this works. Also, I will say about the Escort 360, the red line, is that it's now Wi-Fi updatable. So you can actually have a hotspot within your car. This system can be connected to the hotspot. So when you get into your car and check for updates, it'll actually let you know if there is an update for the system. So in the past, you used to hook up your computer to this to update it, but now those updates can be done through the air, which makes this system super convenient. And it's one of the things that I hated most about the old Mac CI system. So that part of the Escort is absolutely awesome. From the video we just showed you, the shifters work very well. There is, I would say, not a lot of drop off, if any drop off, between something like this and ALP against Uniden. Shifters are very bright when you look at them through IR binoculars. And of course you saw the performance against the Dragon-i. I mean, we shot the front of this car for a good 30 seconds or so. And of course there's only 3 shifters in the front, 2 in the rear, and it did great against the rear as well. So that just goes to show how well the system does perform. And I just want to say thank you guys for always following this videos and my content. If this is the first video you're seeing of anything with countermeasures, we do these videos all the time. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. Here's my handle below. I always get videos out to TikTok before YouTube. Obviously, these are little clips and snippets of things that you've already seen that just make it there well before I get to edit the YouTube video. So go ahead and check that out. Make sure you also follow our website, musaicdesign.com/radar. You'll find all the different versions of countermeasures that we've done in different vehicles. So if you're trying to see if we've done something in a car that you already have, go ahead and check that out. All the build log videos and pictures and content is attached to each one of those albums. Obviously, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the alert bell, letting you know anytime we drop a new video so you don't miss anything. If you need to contact me for a job, here's my phone number followed by my email address. These are the 2 best points of contact. Make sure you follow our Instagram. Here's my 3 handles below. Obviously, there's a lot of pictures and video that make it there as well before it makes it to YouTube. And like always, guys, I appreciate the feedback. Appreciate you for following. And until next time.